Absolutely no regrets.
Absolutely no regrets. Oh, hi. I didn't even notice you over there as I was reading this important book. Um, I've been reading this book and it's been so enlightening, has it not been? But I think I need to read you this one beautiful part of this book. And holy shit, that one little verse right there is absolutely beautiful, is it not? This is a cool file. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you thought I was gonna add a little cut? Nah, nigga. Fuck all that, bro. Good to have you back. We're back with another banging episode. Episode? Yeah. That's how you speak English. Rubbish. That's how you speak English. But I hope you guys are having an amazing day. It's Sunday. It's 5 p.m. You've just tuned into the show and you're like, whoa, my day was already so good and now it just got 10 times fucking better because you are listening to the I Don't Even Smoke podcast. Listen, I'm in a good mood today. You know why? Because remember last week I was talking about my acne. Look at that. It's getting better. There's blackheads because when the pimples are dying, they get blackheads. But my skin is looking absolutely fresh. It looks like this type of skin that P. Diddy would love to fucking come on. And let's get into the episode. You see that transition? Clean. I had someone tell me like, yo, bro, your episodes are like a fever dream. It is. It is. In all seriousness though, I don't like this lighting. Should I bring you closer? Am I doing a PDD right now? Am I just gonna grab you and I'm just gonna fucking pull you closer? Whoa, that's mad sexual. Oh my god, that's mad sexual. Oh, you too close now. Okay, 6 feet difference, nigga. COVID ain't over. The fuck? Oh, but now you can see my camera there. That's weird. Let's just move you to the side just a little bit like that. These are the uncut gems that we love to see, don't we? These are the uncut gems we love to fucking see. Let me just move back a little bit, maybe. Alright, so we're back. Episode. Fantastic. 2 fucking areas in trying to speak English. Episode 45. Happy to have you guys on here. Of course, formal dress code. We can't skip on that shit. That shit is important, right? But let me stop talking and wasting your time. You here for a podcast. And let's get into it. Nice and slow. Speaking about slowness is time. And since we're talking about time, let's talk about time travel. Right? I don't like the way I can see my camera. Okay. First segment of today's episode, let's get into it. If we were able to time travel, would it be wrong to change history? Would it be? Would it not? My honest opinion is, as controversial as a lot of people are going to see it as, no cap, I'm 50-50. Remember, my podcast, my opinion matters, bro. So I'm going to be playing split screen, boom, separating. Now I'm talking about the part that people don't like. History, no cap. It had to be that way. If you think about it, listen, am I Have I been whitewashed? Maybe, nigga. What the fuck is you gonna do, huh? We may have been whitewashed to a certain degree. Yes, cool. But let's just think about it. Let's just think about the course of our history, bro. If we think about it, bro, if the Europeans never came to the Africa, we wouldn't have niggas in Paris. Kanye would not be Kanye. Jay-Z would not be Jay-Z. If the Europeans never came to invade us, nigga, we would have been in a dynasty. Yes. There's a massive conversation that people say that without Europe, there's no technology. That's not true. We would have advanced, but it would have taken time, right? We had universities and schools and systems. Yes, we had that shit, but it would have taken time. And maybe all black men would have big packages. No Diddy. Absolutely no regrets. Listen. Tap in, little bro. Tap in, my nigga. I need y'all niggas to tap in again. In reality, bro, we would not be where we are today. You get me? Again, this may be a mentality of being whitewashed because it's like, hey, listen, if Europe never came, we wouldn't have all these lavish, these beautiful things. We wouldn't have this phone, TikTok, and all this fucking shit. Cool, we hear that. But I'm speaking for the 50%, right? The 50% is, yes, history needs to go that way so that we can be where we are today. I know it never needed to happen and shit like that. And then I'll answer the question, would I time travel, right? Because I'm playing two people. I'm playing host and co-host. Host type shit. So, in all honesty, right? Everything that happened in history had to happen. If Genghis Khan was not coming and doing all that shit he was doing in history, we wouldn't have, I don't even know what the Genghis Khan gene looks like right now. I don't know what the fuck they look like. But those key moments in time needed to happen so we can be where we are today. Even unfortunately, slavery, controversial. You get me? Because, again, I'm going to say this again so people don't think that I've been whitewashed. Listen, like I said, bro, we would not have niggas in Paris if that thing never happened. Not saying that that's the only reason why I'm happy. Let's pop fucking champagne because there's no niggas in Paris. No, I'm not saying that. Listen, you get me? I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that, like, I don't even know how to explain without me trying to sound like a fucking white supremacist. I don't know. Like a white advocate, like a fucking work for no politics on this podcast. Oh, yeah. But, like, let me actually get to it because now I'm just hopping in and I'm McMilling in this shit, bro. I'm just hopping. I'm hopping. Right? That hurt my balls a little bit. I ain't gonna let you fuck. Like, so many things in history that has happened needed to happen so that like I said this 3 times already. That shit needs to happen so we can be where we are today, right? Would we be where we are today if Europe were not like, man, leave them black niggas in where they're supposed to be? We don't know. But we are in a time where, look at the environment that I'm in, right? If all that shit never happened, would I be recording on this iPhone today? Would I be reading off of a fucking AOC monitor and living in an estate? We don't know, right? We don't know. But that's what I'm saying, 50-50. 50-50, it has to happen, you get me? That them niggas is on that boat, bro. Them niggas is on that boat. Speaking of niggas on that boat, you know how crazy it is, bro. Sometimes we need to be really appreciative sometimes. No jab to blacks. But if we think about it though, every single African, like black, like this skin tone that was born in Africa are so advantaged because like you are the original product. Like you are the shit. And then everyone else, no jab to the black community, black culture, Black Lives Matter. But them other niggas elsewhere, they're replicas. What a Childish Gambino saying that one song. This is America. Listen, bro. Like, that's crazy, bro. It's like sometimes, like, yeah. You know, sometimes us or myself, sometimes I'm like, yo, bro, I wish I was born in the States. I wish I was born in France. I wish I was born in the UK. But that's ass, though. Like, sometimes you need to appreciate it, bro. Like, that's really trash. Like, sometimes I actually don't even notice how I enjoy speaking vernac sometimes. Even though I don't make effort to learn it because I'm Duolingo trying to speak French because I'm trying to connect with my French baddies. When I die, I'ma go to Snow Bunny head. Snow Bunny. Yo, chat, what race do you guys think Rubber should go likes? We would never know. When I die, I'm gonna go to Snow Bunny heaven. Snow Bunny. Snow Bunny heaven. Back to the former address, yeah? What was I saying? Oh yeah, bro, sometimes speaking vernacular is so crazy sometimes. And I realize this majority of the times I'm with my homies. Like, with my homies. I put all the lovely faces on the screen, even us in a nice group photo. I'm the only, me and Mosk, if you guys have not watched the Rich podcast, you'll know who he is. Me and Mosk are the only two people in our group that speak South African like languages, vernac, which is either one of the 11 languages. So like sometimes when we out and trapping and shit, like let's say I'm with my boy James, I'm with my boy Your White Friend and stuff like that, and let's say Marcy and stuff, right? They don't understand Tswana, right? So there could be some nigga that is trying to talk to us in Tswana and they don't understand shit. But I understand. And I can do all that. So sometimes, yeah, I be flaunting that shit. Like, I just be, I'll be throwing my little knowledge and shit. You get me? Just like how, us as the black community, when we see white people, we start flaunting some English words we've never fucking used in our fucking life. Huh? When some niggas see like a white guy, they just be like, hey, bro, how's it going? Damn, I haven't seen you such a long time. I'm feeling so extravagant today. Like, the weather is just so ideal today. I just don't even know how to feel about it. How has your morning been? Good grievance. How is the wife doing? Y'all niggas have never spoken like that a day in your life. So like me, I'll be flaunting that one, bro. When I'm with my homies, bro, I sound like I'm a fucking historian. Bro. I'm a fucking historian when it comes to that. And just those little moments, you appreciate that you understand vernac, bro. Cause like, that's one thing. No offense to the black community, black culture. Bro, like, that's the one thing that defines you as being like an African. That you have that culture with you. Because like, yeah, of course, them like, let's say like Americans, they're not at fault that they don't know their culture and shit like that. But like, the original product, bro. Like, Dr. Umar knows a lot about black culture, black history. But Dr. Umar cannot speak Tswana, nigga. So what the fuck has he got on me, bro? I am black culture. If you think about it, bro, in a surface level, bro, like, we can go toe-to-toe. Me and Dr. Umar, bro, we can go toe-to-toe, bro. He can tell me about Harriet Tubman and the great leaders in whatever country in Africa is gonna take out. Senegal, Cameroon, Niger. Any country's gonna pull out all the stats and shit like that. I'm gonna go to him and say, and then speak the language, nigga. He can't do that. That's literally, bro, a football manager that's never played football in his life telling a footballer who's been balling, 19 years of his life, he's been playing a sport, bro. He's been in the hood, in the trenches, bro. He's been in that shit. And the manager says, hey, listen, hey, play 442 GJ Press. Tell me all this shit. And I said, oh, okay, cool. Have you played the game yourself? This is not a personal tag to Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar is like the only person I know that's like an activist. When I die, I'ma go to Snow Bunny Head. Snow Bunny. To the people of the world, if you don't understand that this is a joke, you, sir or ma'am, need some comedic lessons. Because I don't even smoke. Off to the next segment. I think I'm just gonna segue with this thing all the time. Absolutely no regrets. Keep that shit pushing, cub. Keep that shit pushing, cub.
Women love my ski, yes it's magic, it's a blessing. Amen. When I die, I'ma go to Snow Bunny Heaven. Snow Bunny Heaven. Snow.
Grab the protect. She's sipping Moet, she Moet. Speaking about white people, I just want to talk about why I love Oscar Wilde. Okay, let me actually put my seat up because now niggas gonna think I'm short. And I don't like that. I am short. I'm 5'9", nigga. Like, sometimes trying to be telling me I'm tall. I'm like, thank you for that compliment still. But there's mans that are fucking tall. A little venting moment, yeah? Bro, the nigga that nutted in my mom, yeah? Which, in scientific words, is a biological father. That nigga is like 6'2", bro. So if I need to inherit, oh my days. If I have to inherit anything from that nigga, let it be height. Because if I don't touch 6 feet, nigga, I know who's gonna be 6 feet under. If I can find it. Let's talk about Oscar Wilde, ladies and gentlemen. I discovered Oscar Wilde during my educational prowess. I was in a high institution of learning called school. I was in a high institution called school, and I was in the highest place you could ever get to in the schooling or educational prowess. It's called matric. Fucking difficult to get to, especially if you've been freestyling that bitch for 12 fucking consecutive years, bruh. But we fucking made it. We made it to the academic career, right? Huh? You catching on? We made it there. And last year, 2023, we did a book, right? And this book was called The Picture of Dorian Gray, right? So I'm like, okay, let's see what these white niggas has been cooking. Yeah? And we was there. And by the grace of God himself, this nigga cooked. Let me just explain to y'all the picture of Dorian Gray to someone that was not very good with English, even though I got 70%. Type shit. But let me just explain to you in the most simple way, right? The summary or picture of Dorian Gray. Boom. Let me do that again. The summary and picture of Dorian Gray. Once upon a time, there was a sexy ass nigga by the name of Dorian Gray. So sexy, even the straight niggas fuck with that nigga. And, well, he was not a nigga, he was a white guy. But for the context of this, they fuck with that nigga. During, I don't even know what time and period during England, but these days, bro, I just think like there was fresh out of King James writing the New Testament, the New Bible. I'm not too fucking sure. But it's during that time, sexy ass nigga Dorian Gray is born. His mom dies, his dad dies or some shit like that, and then he gets the inheritance of his grandfather, so he's automatically rich, which plays a significant part in the... if my English teacher sees this and sees that I'm gonna call it a novel, is it the novel or is it a book? The novel, yes, it plays a very significant role in the novel, right? Yeah, you catching on? Then he meets this one nigga, his name is Basil Hallward, right? He meets this one guy, Basil Hallward. Guy's a painter, very Christian orientated, a very good guy, plays another significant role in the book or in the novel. Man, don't tell me, please. Plays a very significant role in that, right? They're twinning and shit. We don't know what they're doing, but they fuck with each other. And then Basil's like, yo, listen, let me draw you type shit. Like, no, Diddy, like, let me draw you and let me just see, like, what I can create. And, you know, Basil is finessing, drawing this shit like he's a fucking artist, bro. He's doing the thing. And on the final day that Basil's gonna complete this painting, some nigga called Lord Henry is like, yo, what's good? And pops in and says, oh, this nigga's sexy as fuck. And he's like, yeah. Basil's like, yes. He's sexy. But I need you to not interfere with this nigga because he is a amazing person and I don't need your influence to influence him. Basil says, I. Dorian Gray, which we're gonna say DG just to make the story shorter. Dorian Gray comes in to see his paintings, like, oh my god, I'm so pretty, and meets Lord Henry. Lord Henry says, I have never seen a boy as pretty as you are. And Dorian Gray is like, yeah, I've heard that a million times, little nigga, get the fuck out of here. Cool. Boom, bam, fa, we in this bitch. I'm so sorry for that dramatic pause. My family called. As I was saying, so then Dorian Gray goes to the garden, and this is very significant because in English context, we can see this as the garden being the Garden of Eve or whatever the fuck we learned last year, because in innocent Dorian Gray goes into the garden, and then Lord Henry is like significant to the snake, whatever the fuck they said he was, which, no lie, they were cooking when they said that shit. And Lord Henry convinces them, you are the most prettiest nigga in the world. But listen, you're gonna get old and we're not gonna fuck with you when you get old. You're gonna be like us, dirty, ugly, non-attractive white men. And then Dorian Gray's like, oh no, I'm not gonna be beautiful forever. My looks are not gonna help me forever. So they go back into the crib. As they go back into the crib, Basil is like, wow, the artwork is complete. And then Dorian Gray looks at this painting and says, I wish that I do not age and the painting ages. And then boom, he makes an unlawful, whatever the fuck they said in English, and he makes a pact with a metaphorical devil. And basically his soul gets transported into the portrait. And he remains young, but the portrait ages. Boom. That's chapter 1 of what you need to know and the basics, right? Listen here, you already know the beginning and you know the 3 main characters, Dorian Gray, Lord Henry, and Basil Hallward. Lord Henry, not so good. Basil Hallward, thumbs up. Dorian Gray, sexy motherfucker who just got peer pressure into selling his soul. What does that sound like? The rap industry? Question mark? Let's move on to chapter 2 of what you really need to know. Oh shit, I forgot who's in the way. Now we're back at it again. And if you're still here, thank you. Am I short? No, the chair is like really low and I just have to like be on politics, so thank you. Chapter 2. 3 characters are introduced. This is not according to a chapter, I'm just like summary of the chapter. Chapter 2, 3 characters are now being placed into this whole thing. Sybil Vane, James Vane, and the mom Vane, like the mom, like the OG Vane, right? Cool. Sybil Vane is this beautiful shawty, but she's from the ghetto, so she's not rated by the rich men like that, you get me? But Sybil is good at acting. And in the book, she's good at acting because her mom has some unpaid debts, which she put onto her kid. Now the kid has to act in this dirty cinema and keeps fucking having to act out Romeo and Juliet all the time. Romeo and Juliet. Let's keep that in mind. Boom, put it in the fucking top of your head because this part is very important within the novel. Then, Dorian Gray, this amazing, beautiful, sexy motherfucker, likes drugs. But they don't say he likes drugs because he ends up in the trenches of London, wherever the fuck this play, wherever it is, finds himself in the trenches of London, and he decides to go to the theatre and sees Sybil Vane perform. He falls in love. But he falls in love not with her, but he falls in love with the character she plays, which is Juliet. Again, significance of why we need to know this, because their story kind of ends up like Romeo and Juliet, because in the end, nigga dies. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, he's spoiled for me. Read the fucking book. Yeah, that happens. Where was I? Okay, yeah, he falls in love with her. They kiss in the backstage and all that. We don't know if he clapped. We don't fucking know. Cool. He falls so in love with Sybil Vane that he's like, yo, we're gonna go to her performance and we're gonna fucking watch her and you're gonna see my new thing. Cool. On pause. Put that to the side of your head. Going back to Sybil, James, and the mommy Vane. Sybil Vane, is talking to her mom about this new nigga that she meets. She never tells the mother this nigga's name. Plays another significant role in the fucking book or novel. But he is known as Prince Charming because he's a sexy motherfucker like that. You get me? So the mom is saying, oh, he's amazing. Oh, okay. It's amazing that you're in love, but don't get finesse like that. Mumsy hears that he got a bag. She said, he might be the nigga for you if he's got bread like that. And then, of course, it's a little bit of talking and mom and daughter conversation. James Vane, the little brother or the big brother, I'm not too sure. He has to go to Australia or New Zealand, whatever the fuck he has to do to go. Either has to be a boatsman or he's in the air or he's doing some shit that has to do with like the Navy or some shit like that. And he has to go on that day. So she tells him about that, about Prince Charming / Dorian Gray. And then James Vane says, listen here, if anything happens to you, I'm killing that nigga. On the get-go. And then Sybil Vane's like, oh, brother, don't say that shit. And James Vane meant that shit. So they went out for a little walk, and then that happened. Boom, now it's time for Sybil Vane to start performing. LH, Lord Henry, BG, BH, Basil Howard, DG, Dorian Gray, go to watch this performance. But she performs like ass. Like her performance is so shit, niggas are leaving the theater. And Lord Henry's like, no, that's your thing. He's like, that's your thing, brother. No way, fam, that's not your thing. And then he gets embarrassed, and then he says, okay, get the fuck out the theater, man. For fucking talk about my show like that. And then cool, they leave the theater. And then in Sybil Vane's head, she's thinking, this man loves me, so if I make mistakes or if I do a bad performance, it's not going to affect the relationship. Remember, that point I said keep in your head? Boom. Dorian Gray was in love with the character she was playing, which was Juliet. But she fucked it up by not performing well. So in essence, she fucked up this nigga's fantasy, basically. And then he was like, nah, fuck all that. I'm not with you like that. I'll message you like that. I don't even like you like that. Cool. Wrote off and said, nah, me and you are not rocking with each other. Boom, that's it. They sleep off the next day. And then that next day, after my nigga's like, but I love her though. And I think he did that after, like, you guys know PNC posting, you need that clarity. So after he rubbed, the good one was probably in his lavish room with lapis lazuli walls and all that beautiful, extravagant shit. He's like, man, I fuck with the shawty still. And then Lord Henry comes in, we need to go to this amazing ball and we need to have a good time and celebrate and wine and extravagant suits and formal dress code. And then Dorian Gray is venting to what happened with him and Sybil Vane and all that shit. And Lord Henry's like, bro, fuck her, she's dead already. And Dorian Gray is like, she's dead? And Lord Henry's like, yeah, family, like she walked us off yesterday, innit? And then he's like, oh my God. My love is good. I need to go to the ball. I need to go to a funeral. And Lord Henry's like, listen. Beautiful niggas like you don't go to funerals. You go to art galleries and balls. Listen, you need to be mysterious and shit. You gotta be that nonchalant nigga like that. So, Lord Henry convinced him to be that nonchalant nigga like that. And now let's go back to James, Sybil, and Miss Vane. Her cause of death was suicide because of love. James is all the way in fucking Australia or in fucking New Zealand. So he most probably gets the news like a week later, and then the funeral happens, and no one knows what this Prince Charming looks like. So there's no clarity that is given to the family. And most probably that next week, James Vane finds out that his sister died as soon as this Prince Charming nigga comes into her life, and he's like, yeah, when I come back, yeah, it's over. It's done for this nigga. Chapter 2 completed. Done. Let's go to chapter 3. Lord Henry gives Dorian Gray the Yellow Book. And this changes shit forever. This thing changes. It changes the whole dynamic of the whole book. Because my nigga says, you know what? The energy he's giving, Dorian Gray, after he gets a Yellow Book, my man said, I'm going to get a low taper, work on my skincare routine. I'm going to start mewing. I'm going to start changing my fashion and my lifestyle. I'm going to get money, get bitches, and I'm going to start living life. And that's exactly what he did. This Yellow Book was about some young man in Paris. And he was just living life, does not care about whoever the fuck he cares about. He's just worried and thinks about the hedonistic lifestyle. Very key in the novel. So, this is yours. I might be missing some parts, because if you're listening to me or listening to this explanation because you're doing Dorian Gray or you want to know about the book and you're going to take it from me, nigga, you are in the wrong place. I'm just giving you a memory of what I remember. Years are passing by and all that shit. Lord Henry and Dorian Gray just fucking shit up. They're fucking bitches, getting hoes, doing all this crazy thing. And then, from what I remember, yeah, after all that's happening, yeah, after all that is happening, this nigga is coming out, Dorian Gray, chapter 3, beginning now. He comes out from the dens, right, the opium dens, because I told you in the beginning, nigga's a drug addict, right? He's doing hard opium, right? He's coming back from the dens and he's in a ominous trench coat. My nigga's walking like this. My nigga's walking in the fucking... He's walking like this, fam. You get me? He's walking on some ominous thing and he's walking on the streets. And then he sees a familiar face. He sees Basil Hallward, which he has not spoken to in a long time. I forgot to talk about that he just doesn't fuck with him no more. Because remember, Basil Hallward, good character, Christian. And remember, they're not connecting like that, right? Cool. So, in this dark ominous time, because Basil was such a good person, he's like, oh my god, Dorian, how's it going? And Dorian is like, I shall not be spoken to. Peasant. So, here's also another important part of the thing I forgot to talk about. Basil is a working class person, and back in those days, the rich and the working class were not really tight like that. They would not fuck with each other like that. So the separation was also because like Basil was not moneyed like that, and so they didn't really connect like that, and that's why they split. So Basil's like, oh my friend, I've been hearing news about you. I'm hearing you. Oh, I thought you're a drug addict. Like, what's going on? And he's like, that's not me, man. You know what the media's gonna say, bro. Which also is another cool thing about the book. They literally said that, bro has the best fashion and no one can miss him. Do you know how crazy that is? In the picture of Dorian Gray, the way his fashion is so fucking hard, they write it that his fashion is so iconic during the 1600s, wherever the fuck Dorian Gray happened, that you cannot, no, like when you see him, you're like, yeah, that's Dorian Gray. That's how hard these fits were. They said this nigga had the best fabrics in the world. My nigga was supplying fabrics from Saudi. Pardon me, Dorian Gray. And even from his crib, bro, they describe this nigga's house as he's got majestic fabrics, lapis lazuli walls. And I'm like, Jesus. Mazayini. He was the fashion icon before fashion icon, bro. That's Dorian Gray. Yeah, but let's continue with the segment. This episode is really long. I've been talking about Dorian Gray for 15 minutes. But let me just finish it off because I need to talk about why I love this nigga so much. But yeah, cool. Basil, oh my god, what happened? Oh, you need to find Prize. Boom! Dorian Gray kills that nigga because he's fucking angry that Basil Hallward thinks he's such a good person and he's not a good person. But he kills him after showing him the portrait. Remember that point that I told you in the beginning? He shows him the fucking portrait and the portrait is like an old, wrinkly, scavenged looking ass nigga. Oh, I'll supply this part again. Dorian Gray has an age, remember, but I feel like that's clear though, because I told you in the beginning, so Dorian Gray has not aged. He looks the exact same when he was like 20 or something. But the painting, he looks all shriveled and looks all scranky and all old and looks so ominous and stuff like that. And I was like, that's not the painting I drew. And then Dorian's like, check the fucking signature. He looks at the signature, he's like, oh, that's my signature. He's like, yeah, 17 stab wounds, bro. They don't say 17, I don't even know. But 17 fucking stab wounds. He yanks this nigga, rolls him up in his nice silky carpet, and then, you know what he does? It's how fucking smart Dorian Gray is. I'm not advocating for murder. My man kills him, rolls him up. I even remember where he puts him. He puts him in the attic or some shit, jumps out the window, right? Jumps out the window, knocks on the door. Butler opens the door, right? Because he used... For all I know, that could have been Basil Hallward coming back from the dead. Goes through the back door. And then, of course, that's how they went to the attic. But he knocks on the door. As he knocks on the door, this nigga, his butler, is like, oh, Dorian, you're back from wherever you came from. He's like, yes, I'm back. This nigga did that shit so he has an alibi. Because if niggas is like, where's Basil Hallward? His alibi is, oh, I came back there from the den. Butler, what time did I come back? Oh, you came back at this time, sir. Boom. So this nigga was premeditated murder, bruh. Cool, right? We've been talking about 15 minutes. Let's just skip past it. Basically, James comes back from Australia. He hears about this Prince Charming nigga, wants to kill him. He finds Dorian Gray, but he finds Dorian Gray, pins him down, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And then Dorian Gray says, listen, bro, this Dorian Gray that you're talking about, how old is he? He's like, oh, by the time I knew that time was like 20 years ago. And he's like, do I look like I'm supposed to be 40, bro? I look like a fucking sexy ass teenager. And Jay's like, fuck, yes you do, you little sexy nigga. And he's like, fuck. And Dorian runs away, gets a cab and leaves. And then there's a stripper in the den that's like, hey, listen, you could have killed Dorian Gray. And he's like, but that nigga was like, he's like, my nigga, he sold his soul, bro. That's why he looks so young. And Jay's like, oh, fuck, I could have killed this nigga that killed my sister. Fast forward even more, Dorian Gray's at some charity party, he's holding on some shit, and then Basil Hallward's spirit is haunting this nigga. He sees him in the peripheral. He's like, he looks to his left, he looks to his right, he's like, oh my god, I see Basil Hallward. He's like, I need to vent, and he goes to the field, so they're killing ducks and killing goose. James finds Dorian Gray, and he's like, oh, okay, this is my opportunity to shoot him. So he's in the bushes. So the bushes is rattling, right? Because he's trying to aim, but Dorian Gray sees this, and he's like, oh, duck, boom, shoots his ass. No, sorry, Dorian didn't shoot him. The friend that he went duck shooting whatever with shoots him. And then they notice that, oh my god, you killed a person. And he's like, why is a peasant in my farm? And of course, that's not considered as murder, because what the fuck are you doing in a duck farm? You're gonna get fucking shot. So they let it go. So of course, Dorian Gray hears about this. He's like, my op is gone. I don't have to worry about it. But now the Basil thing is still haunting him. He can't live with himself. So he's trying to be a good person and all that stuff, right? Another important detail I forgot to really mention. Dorian Gray was gay, but they don't say this in the book. So Dorian Gray was gay. So, track back just a little bit. After he killed Basil, he calls up his ex-ting, I think his name was Alex Campbell or some shit, or I'm confused with the football player. Something Campbell, and says, yo, I need a favor. And he's like, nigga, don't call my phone at me. We split. And then Dorian says, if you don't fucking come here and help me deal with this mess, I'm leaking our shit. So he basically pulled a P. Diddy with McNeil. He said, my nigga, if you do not come to my rescue, I am gonna release the tape. So if you don't get up and come solve this problem with me, bro, it's done. So Campbell comes, right? And he's like, okay, give me like a few hours, dissolves the body, cleans the place, is clean, body's nowhere to be found. A week later, Campbell, boom, dead, because he couldn't live with the fact that Dorian has so much power over him. So he's like, let me work myself, cool. Back to where we are right now. Then Dorian Gray's trying to be a good person. Like right now, he's declining women, and when he's in the opium dens, he meets one of his old buddies that he used to do opium with. I think his name was like Andrew Singleton or some shit like that. And that guy's like, you ruined my life, fuck you, whatever, bro. And then whatever, cool shot, boom, boom. They had live life, and it's cool, calm, and chill. And then Dorian Gray's like, I can't live with the fact that this portion is the reason why my life has changed and I'm not happy. And then boom, he tries to tear it apart. But remember, his soul is tied to this painting. So if the painting is destroyed, Dorian Gray is destroyed. So he slices this thing and it sounds like a monster. The devil is coming up. Whatever. The butler comes upstairs and he's like, who the fuck is that guy? Then he noticed that the guy that's on the floor bleeding out, that's the real Dorian Gray. And look at the painting and they're like, oh my god, that's the original painting would look like. The end. Let me pause this recording so like I have space. So
women love my ski, yes it's magic, it's a blessing. Amen. When I die, I'ma go to snow bunny heaven. Snow bunny heaven. Snow bunny heaven.
Okay, we're back. Okay. So, back again. So, here's why I love Oscar Wilde. That play literally changed my whole life. Like, literally. It was like such an eye-opening play. Or book, novel. Sorry, man. But like, there's just some poeticness to that play, or book, novel, that just makes you like, bro, this is some beautiful fucking shit. Like, there's so many lessons to be learned from Dorian Gray. No one's gonna comment, but if you guys want me to talk about the messages, I'll talk about it next episode. But like, there's just so many messages and stuff. And the shit that I've taken from the picture of Dorian Gray, I need the yellow book. No cap! I need that fucking shit, bro. Because damn, that nigga was absolutely fucking cooking. But Oscar Wilde is such a great mind, bro, and all that stuff. And he's just so artistic. If you guys want to learn more about him, you just say, yo, bro, keep McMillan on Oscar Wilde. I'll make meal any day, nigga. But I just want to give you guys some good famous quotes by Oscar Wilde. So here we go. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. So self-explanatory. Let's just dissect that. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Literally, if you can love yourself properly, you are able to love for a very long time. You get me? Because I feel like love, yeah, simple, because we're running out of time and I'm running out of space. Love is like a fart. What a way to desexualize love, rubbish. Yes, it is. Love is like a fart, right? The denser the love, which means the more compact the love is. So if the love is within yourself, because remember the quote is, to love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. If I can chest this and it's under my warm ass and I can just fart, the spread of the love is so... The radius it covers is extraordinary. And the closer you are to it, the more impactful it is. So, relaying it to love. If you have so much love within yourself, and you let that go and you give it to everyone else, that love is felt. Because what did Brent Fire say in that one song? How can I love if they told me I can't love myself? How in the hell could I possibly love someone else? Let me know. Some days I can't hold copyright. You do You little naughty fucking bastard. Okay, now off to the next quote because we're running out of time. Running out of time. Running out of time. Running out of time. Running out of time to make you love me. When you walk. Nowadays, people know the. Oh, I actually want to say this for the next episode because I think I'm going to continue with these two quotes. Well, with this quote, I'm going to talk about it properly in the next episode. Nowadays, people know the price of everything and the value of nothing. Let that sit in your ass. No McMill, no Diddy. That's a crazy bar. Mom. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. You came? Wipe your screen, buddy. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. But I want to leave you guys with some conspiracies. Oh my God. So I'm going to hold you and I'm going to bring you closer. So you can feel the ominous of what I'm about to fucking say. That's it. I'm joking. Okay. So I want you guys to just do this real quick. Actually, I need to just pull you a bit back. Sorry, personal space, you fucking perv. Right. But did you guys know? Let me just take my seat even lower. Did you guys know if you search paranoia.com, right? Do you guys know how to spell paranoia.com? Do I need to okay. Let me rerun it. Did you know if you write or go to Google right now and search paranoia.com, it takes you directly I just coughed out a tonsil stone. So sexy. Let's run that back. Did you know if you searched paranoia.com, it takes you directly to Disney, like the official website of Disney? How crazy is that? So this is the part where we cut the TikTok clip, because I just want you guys to sit with that, right? I want you to sit with that. Why would Disney have paranoia as their fucking website domain? Let me just take back that cum and just suck it back in, because it used to be a show called Paranoia.com. Paranoia, which is a TV show in America, and basically they used to be owned under another company that Disney currently owns, and now they basically own that subdomain. So if you search up that domain or paranoia.com, which used to be that domain, it would take you to Disney. But back in I don't even remember when, there used to be a website called paranoia.com, which was basically like a mix of Reddit, Weepad, Discord, where basically just people could just come in and write whatever the fuck they want to do. It's like a personal blog page or whatever. It got out of hand. It was a dangerous place. Boom. That's basically the origin. If you understand, you understand. If you want to know the original origin of this shit, I will link it down below. Fuck no, I won't, because I need the views. So take my information as fact. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being on my ADHD dream. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for being on this. For just be. Oh, fuck, man. I stubbed my toe somehow while sitting. Thank you guys for being here. And I just have one phrase for you guys. Just if you've made it this far. Absolutely no regrets. ShopBirkenstock.com. Free promo. Fuck all that niggas. In the midst of it all, ladies and gentlemen, in the midst of it all, ladies and gentlemen, I don't even smoke. And God bless.